looking good for Wakanda Forever after it dropped 72% in the box office, only bringing in $11 million on a Monday. Now, a lot of people are scratching their heads as to why this is, and some people are saying that the movie is just too woke, but others are actually saying this movie is racist. And I'm gonna get to as to why some people are saying that Wakanda Forever is racist. But first, let's cover as to why Wakanda Forever took such a huge dive in the box office. Now, of course, it is a Monday. Most people that went out to go see the movie probably have jobs and aren't watching the movie, but still, that's still a pretty significant drop. And many are saying this is a forecast of what next weekend's gonna bring. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that Wakanda Forever is gonna break even, but still, people are asking questions as to why it's not being as successful as, say, Black Panther or Doctor Strange 2. And a lot of people are saying, oh, it's because it's too woke. You know, that's the big thing right now. That's what these conservatives and these people are saying. You know, go woke, go broke. We see it all the time. And there is some truth to that. I mean, people are turned off when politics or social issues are shoved in our faces. So now let's talk about why some people are saying that Wakanda Forever is racist. So Wakanda Forever comes out, and the writers chose to change the backstory of Namor, as we all saw, to now he is a mestizo. He is of indigenous descent from Yucatan, like Mexico. So pretty much he's Mexican. And I think that in writing this movie, the writers overlooked some, how can I put this, racist elements. And it took me rewatching this movie to kind of see some things that I was like, wait a minute. And also, I heard some people and I saw some comments where they were making some racist remarks about Namor. And you really don't hear this that much anymore. Thank God we're moving forward. Good for us. There is this racist term that was used for Mexican people that crossed the border, crossed the Rio Grande. And the term that they would call them, the racist term, is starts with wet and ends with that. I'm not going to say it. And there is a scene, and again, this term was used primarily for Mexican people that cross the border illegally, you know, cross the river and then climb over the wall, and they're here. And that's what the racists call these people. They call them, you know, wet. You know, they call him that. And there are some scenes in this movie that I don't know if the writers just didn't think about it. And I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. They probably didn't. But let's talk about Namor and how he gets his power. Okay? He needs to be wet to be powerful. And that's essentially what Shuri does. She dries him out so she can defeat him, because when he's dried out, he's weak, right? That's what happens in the movie. So in order for Namor to be powerful, he needs to be wet. Okay, so let's put a pin on that, and let's continue with another thing that was added in the movie that left me scratching my head, like, did they not? So, you know, Wakanda is a very secure nation. They have this wall. They have a wall, and they want to keep their country protected. Good for them. They want to keep their citizens secure, so they keep everyone out. No illegal immigration in Wakanda. So they have this wall built over the entire country. It's a force field, but Namor is able to swim through the river. He gets through the wall. See where I'm going with this? And when he emerges, all you see is his body is wet, and he emerges, and you see the Queen and Shuri, you know, like, what are you doing here? You know, like, you don't belong here, which, again, you see where I'm going with this? So he gets in illegally, and he's wet. And again, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm sure they didn't mean this. I'm sure. But still, you know, I've seen so many racist comments, you know, about Namor. And let's skip forward a little bit to the fight between Namor and Shuri. And in order to beat Namor, she has to dry out his back. She needs to dry him off. Not literally his back, but she needs to dry him off. But there is a scene, okay, where Namor's trying to get back to the water after he's already been dried out. Again, he gets his powers from being wet, from being in the water. Dude, you can't make this up. And there is a scene where he's just trying to get back to the ocean, trying to go back and go back to the water. And Shuri jumps over him, and then she, like, does something, causes this jet to pretty much throw fire on Namor's back, and thus drying out his back, and that's how she defeats him. So, again, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I really do. But there is no way, like, I don't know. Maybe we've moved so past these racist words. Maybe we're so ahead that maybe we don't see that type of stuff anymore. Maybe we don't see it. Because again, we have Namor, who is, he's Mexican. And he needs to be wet to have power. And he illegally gets into Wakanda by swimming in and going through their wall or over the wall, whatever he does. He goes through their wall and he emerges, and all you see is like, you see him wet, and he's pretty much told, like, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. It's just, I don't understand. I don't get it. I think we've moved so far past overt racism that this was just an oversight. But good for Wakanda for having strong borders. They want to keep people out. Wakanda wants to keep outsiders out. Their immigration policy in Wakanda, I could not become a citizen of Wakanda, but Bucky did, I think, right? Or did they just have him like captive? Who knows? But let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but let me know down in the comments. Is Wakanda Forever racist, or am I just overthinking this? And don't forget to like and subscribe.